All right, welcome back. We're just walking our way through hour two here. Lots going on. Frankie is on his first inaugural day at his new job, which I think is known to almost everyone now. He's a big head honcho at WABC Radio, 77 WABC here in New York. Used to be the home of Imus and Bob Ingram and Bob Grant and all the legendary famous people. John Katzmatidis, candidate for mayor here. Is now the owner of AM 77 WABC, and Curtis Leal, my good friend, is on. Can be heard there every day. Lots of things going on with Frankie. He's going to make some time for us as he gets himself into the new schedule, and he and I will be doing a dinner tonight here in Staten Island, where they're finally allowed to open for outdoor dining at the local DeLuca's restaurant. And in fact, I intend every night this week to go to a different restaurant in my neighborhood and patronize them and eat their food and try to drink as much of their alcohol as possible. So Uber stock should be up later this week because I'll be Ubering all over the place, and I'm going to try to support local businesses here. Hopefully you'll be going out around New York and around the country and supporting your local businesses because they need it as much as anyone, that's for sure. But God bless. Now, it continues to, foment this idea that Joe Biden, just a month and a half or so, on with Charlemagne the God on New York City radio on 98, I think it's 98.7, The Breakfast Club. And Joe Biden uttered these words: if you're still not sure if you should vote for me or Donald Trump, then you ain't black. So, I had a long conversation with some family members who, many of them are conservative, but some are moderate. Some family friends were over this weekend who were quite liberal. And we're all kind of in agreement, generally, that when you say, if you're not going to vote for me, you ain't black, that kind of just talks down to people. And regardless if he said, hey, if you're Asian and you don't vote for me, then you ain't Asian. You can't take away someone's identity because and their race because they haven't decided to line up with your political ideologies. That's almost saying, look, if you're black, you know what you got to do. You got to vote for Joe Biden, and if you don't, you ain't black. So you're no longer what you've been humanly your whole life. If you decide that you don't want to vote for the author of the '94 crime bill, for example, which by all accounts has incarcerated more minorities than any other thing for nonviolent crimes. And he's also bragged about it. Hey, I authored the '94 crime bill. Kamala Harris is looked at now as a viable choice for running mate. She was a prosecutor. She put many people in jail for the '94 crime bill. So I don't know. But, I'm seeing more and more black voices try to get the word out on social media and other stuff. And I came across this video, which was, in my view, well done. And it was also quite humorous and family friendly. So here's one rapper's take on Joe Biden saying, you ain't black.
Figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Got blackness leaving my body, cause Joseph told me nobody black voting for Trump is swarthy. Joe Biden, thanks for the guidance. So where do I turn this black card and mail it into somebody who made you the white man in charge of the black authority? Joe Biden, the biggest headache that I've had in my life. Not the first time you've been a black man's vice. Claiming you know about me, about that black man's plight. What the acting? You would rather give a black man life. That's Joe. Extending prison sentences in '94. Joe. Ripping father figures from inside the home. Joe. You grew up in the burbs, just be silent, Joe. Joe. You don't know the herd, you will never know. You try to stop spending free money for veterans, you plagiarize speeches. Speaking impediment, I'll never vote Joe. But Biden for president, Trump 2020, and still keeping my melanin. Joe.
Not bad. I mean, I thought it was quite sane, quite poignant. I liked it a lot. And, you know, we need more people. Look, I'm not even registered in a party. So I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I am literally not affiliated with a party. And all this socially liberal stuff, you know, the rainbow flag is flying proudly over this show. You want to smoke pot? Smoke away. You want to have, you want to abort a child? Not my cup of tea, but still, your choice. These things don't affect what I think of you as a person. I'm socially liberal. Fiscally, I'm conservative. I want lower taxes. I want states' rights. I want public safety. I want security. I want a good military. That's what the government is supposed to give me, okay? And there has to be, Trump, to me, in his rally this weekend, he hit one major line, and he said, the silent majority is strong. And when they're showing you all these polls, all this crap in the polls, and people keep texting me, JT, I'm so scared, these polls. The polls are rigged. The polls are flawed. Okay? They poll registered voters. There's more registered voters than the Democrats than Republicans. And by the way, there's more independents like me than Republicans and Democrats combined. And that silent majority, in my view, is still strong. We'll take a quick break. Come back with more Liquid Lunch right after this. Bob Golden, son of the inventor of Snapple Beverages, is going to be here to talk about retail sales right after this.